battle of Mandi has intensified with verbal duel between Kangana Ranaut and Vikramaditya. But which way is the battle going? We have with us the high-profile candidate Vikramaditya. Sir, a lot is being said, especially by Kangana Ranaut. She's been saying you were solely relying on your legacy of your parents, your mother, father, and if you go without them, without this legacy, you will lose your deposits.
I would say the same thing about her. Just go one day not talking about Mr. Modi and see where you stand. You don't stand a chance in Himachal because you don't understand what Himachal is all about. Leave alone Himachal Pradesh. You don't know anything about the country. The statements that the lady has given in the past shows her intellectual bankruptcy, and the kind of statements that she has been issuing here, especially the rhetoric the last few days, shows that she has lost her calm and she has been going full on with the expletives which are derogatory and something that is completely against the standards of Dev Bhumi.
You're going to come to that because you're talking about derogatory language. She's talked about Chota Pappu. She's talked about your personal life. How do you really see this pan out? And you've also said that she should be part of Kapil Sharma show. So you're also giving back to her.
No, I'm just saying that she's making a mockery of herself. From day one, I have been speaking on issues. The day I filed my nomination papers, after that in the nomination rally, I gave my vision of what I want to do for Mandi Parliamentary Constituency. Mandi Parliamentary Constituency geographically is the second largest area in the country. So I have spoken about A, making Mandi town smart city in the times to come. Number 2, channelization of the Beas River, because as you understand the devastation that happened here last year, we need to learn lessons from that. We need to make infrastructure projects. I have promised a medical college in Kullu. I have spoken about Bhubujo tunnel, which is a strategically very important tunnel which will connect Pathankot with Kullu in the times to come, and which is also very important not only for tourism but for defense point of view, because the entire movement of troops in case of any skirmishes on the border with China will happen from there. I have spoken about Jalori Jodh, I have spoken about OPS, I have spoken about the issues of ex-servicemen, I have spoken about making the Sainik Academy, and also most important I have spoken about raising a separate unit of Himachal Pradesh in the Indian Army in the times to come, because we have good representation in the armed forces, but Himachal is the only state which does not have a different regiment in the Indian Army. So these are all issues that resonate with the people, whereas she has been only speaking about what she has been speaking, that I don't need to say because everybody knows that what she's been speaking.
So basically it's talking about using issue-based politics, but there's also been, as I said, personalized attacks, and I would say against each other in a certain way.
No, that is only from one side, not from my side.
Initially we also saw this sort of statement, but you see how Congress party has gone ahead and slapped a legal notice on her, legal defamation. You're talking about derogatory language, but in politics, it's also said it's like chalta hai.
See, it is not about politics. She is used to these kind of controversies. What she has done in Bollywood in the past, getting a defamatory legal notice from the likes of Javed Akhtar, and he is one of the most docile persons in the film and Bollywood industry. If he has given a defamation notice to the lady, then you can well understand the level of language that she uses. And I had no intention of sending her a legal notice, but after the foul language that she used day before in her public meetings, and going to the extent of speaking about my late father, who is no more in this world, and the kind of contributions he has done, and she has again and again been raking up this issue of me being stuck to the chair, or my family being stuck to the chair. She does not understand that he was 6-time Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh and 5-time MP, and myself, I am a 2-term legislator. It is not that we are nominated, we are elected again and again by the people of the state. So the people have reposed faith in us. That is why we are sitting where we are sitting. So we don't need a certificate from her, and especially from a person like Kangana Ranaut, whose character is well known not only in Himachal but all through the country.
This battle has been more about the royalty versus the queen of Bollywood. But, we can make out the opinion that you have of her from the words that you have. But as far as the popularity charts are concerned,
These are not my words. These are words of the majority of people in this country. They very well understand what she is, what she speaks, the kind of dual language she has. And as I'm reiterating it, the derogatory language that she uses. And the worst part is that she is trying to hide behind this entire phenomenon of womanhood. We have a lot of educated people in Himachal Pradesh. We have 16 lakh women in Himachal, out of which there are a lot of IPS officers, IAS officers, highly decorated women in the Indian Army, in the defense. We have sports persons. They are all Himachal ki beti. So she is not the only Himachal ki beti, and becoming an actor is not a very, I would say, big deal. Okay, she's done a good job there. There is no doubt in that. But we have a lot of people in Himachal, a lot of women in Himachal, a lot of betis in Himachal, whom we are proud of.
are you worried that the Prime Minister, once he comes here, he's known to kind of change things on the ground, and as you say, things are not really going her way, but with the Prime Minister's coming here to Himachal?
No, I don't think so. It will have much of an impact, because the time he was needed the most in Himachal Pradesh was the time of the devastation that happened here last year, and that time he was nowhere to be seen. There was not even a single tweet from his Twitter account about what was happening in Himachal. So I think that now that he's coming here and he will speak his patent language कि मैं हिमाचल का बेटा हूँ, हिमाचल की सेपू बड़ी मुझे बहुत पसंद है, हिमाचल की माँ की दाल मुझे बहुत पसंद है, मक्की की रोटी बहुत पसंद है. But now that is more of a cliche, and it is not going to have an impact on the electorate, because people have understood, and this dialogue has been happening since the last 10 years, but nothing substantial has happened on the ground. Whereas we, during UPA tenure in Mandi district, we have got IIT, Indian Institute of Technology, worth 7,000 crores in Mandi district. We have got a medical college just 10 kilometers away from here in Neer Chowk. I want to ask the Honorable Prime Minister, and I want to ask the Honorable Leader of the Opposition, what big project did you get when Jairamji was the Chief Minister and when the Prime Minister was there? Because they always spoke about double engine ki sarkar. So what big project did they get? They used to always talk. They used to always
not just looking at Mandi, we're looking at overall figures and how.
See, overall also I can tell you, दक्षिण भारत में साफ है और उत्तर भारत में हाफ है. That is the summary. That is how it is going. Now to even the Satta market, Satta Bazaar, has started saying that they will not cross 200. So it is very clear that the winds are changing. The winds are in favor of the India Gathbandhan. The winds are in favor of the opposition, and we are going to form a strong government at the center, coalition government, and we will fulfill all the promises. And the narrative of destruction, the narrative of divisive politics, and the unfortunate comments of the Honorable Prime Minister, whom I personally respect a lot, but what he has spoken about the Muslim people, what he has spoken about the Mangal Sutra, what he has spoken about Uspetiye, that is something that a level of that a person holding the position of the highest authority in the country, he should not be speaking on these lines.
That's the one last question that I would want to ask, is because Rahul Gandhi was in Chandigarh and he brought up the subject, saying how Arvind Kejriwal has been released, but there's been a tribal